So I haven't really done a legit fantasy draft rebuild in NBA 2K22 yet, and we've been doing a bunch of realistic rebuilds, the Realistic Hornets franchise. So today, we're going to be doing a fantasy draft rebuild, as well as me just trying to build the most stacked team possible and get as many 90 overalls as I can. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, that is the plan. We're going to randomly select the team we're going to use, and then I'm going to try to set my 2K22 high with the amount of 90 overalls on my team. Now, it's been a little bit rough this year. I believe when I went 81-1 with the Thunder, I think I had around 8, 7. It is a lot tougher this year with the player progression, especially because there's no training camps. So I'm just going to randomly select the team, close my eyes. I'm going to stop it in 3, 2, 1. And if that is the Kings or the Raptors, maybe the Pistons too, because I've done their rebuilds recently. I'm not going to use them. It's the New York Knicks. All right, let's use my Knicks. I mean, it doesn't matter with the team, but I'm going to choose the Knicks. So what pick do we have? Come on, give me some luck. Give me some luck. All right, so I'm not getting Luka. That would have been nice. Can I get Zion on my team? Maybe? Oh, nope, there goes Zion to the Jazz. And we don't pick till 20. I never pick high. I never pick in the top 10. I mean, I only have a 33% chance of getting a top 10 pick. It just never seems to happen. All right, so we're on the clock here, and I'm looking at who's going to be our franchise guy, who's going to be a 90 overall. I know Middleton's probably not going to end up as a 90, maybe for 1 year, then he'll regress. George, same thing. I don't get Donovan Mitchell a lot, and I wouldn't mind me some Donovan Mitchell. Him, Zach LaVine, Karl-Anthony Towns, and I'm sure there's some studs down here like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, I'm trying to get one of those in the next round. Either it's a Shai, either it's a Ja, a LaMelo Ball, an Anthony Edwards, somebody that I know will also maybe progress into a 90 overall that's young right now. So that might be the name of the game right now, get all the young guys. So I'm going to take Donovan Mitchell. I'm going to take Spider with my first pick. So come on, just a bunch of veterans off the board. 3 guys that I would have drafted. Okay, make that 4. Can we just not take a bunch of young guys? RJ Barrett goes kind of high. All right. I'm sure there was probably some player that I would have liked that went after Barrett. So Jalen Green is here. I'm assuming, yeah, Cade Cunningham would be here. Did Cade? No, yep, Cade is here. He's currently hurt, but I'm not going to have injuries on. It's just the official 2K roster. And you know what? I know I'm not going to get Cade in the next round. Like, there's no way he falls to me in the 3rd round because I picked so late from now because we have the rest of the 2nd and then most of the 3rd. So yeah, like some of these guys would be smart picks possibly, like Ben Simmons. Maybe that'd be the play. But I think I want Cade Cunningham on my team because he's got that 4-year rookie contract, and I've seen him progress to like a 99 overall multiple times in this game. So I'm going to go Cade with my next pick. I highly doubt that, yeah, Anthony Edwards falls to me. He goes a couple picks later. Jalen Green goes at the start of the 3rd round, but we don't pick for a fat minute. Evan Mobley goes. Damn, so much of the guys that I would have liked to selected, like D-Rose, would never have taken him. D-Lo wouldn't have been a bad pick. So Lowry, no. Conley, no. DeJounte Murray, wouldn't mind him. I don't really care about positions when I'm drafting my fantasy teams just because, yeah, like everyone's going to end up getting traded at some point either way. So that is definitely somebody I like. DeJounte Murray. Do I go DeJounte Murray or do I go like the Josh Giddey route? I think I might go Murray and Giddey with my next 2 picks. Or Suggs. Oh, and then I see Barnes. Okay, so I'm definitely going to go DeJounte Murray right now because he's on a 3-year nice contract. So I'm hoping Suggs, Barnes, or, well, there goes Suggs. So Barnes or Giddey falls to me next. It's going to be close, I think. KPJ goes. There goes Wiseman. Kobe White said, oh, there goes Scotty Barnes. I would have really liked Scotty Barnes. Don't take Giddey. Don't take Giddey, please. I don't think Giddey went unless he went right there. Nope, it was Yusuf Nurkic. So we have no centers on the team. Probably should take Time Lord, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna take Josh Giddey because he progresses very well in this game. He's under that rookie contract, which is something I need to take on. All right, so I can't neglect all the bigs here. So like Rashawn Holmes on a 4-year nice contract, that would probably be my first selection, even over Şengün or a Kungwu. Yeah, unless there's a stud power forward that's young. No, I'm gonna go Rashawn Holmes here. Not a great pick, but I like the value because I can also snag Alperen Şengün in the next round. So there we go, 2 centers on the team. Probably need a couple more wings. I like Kelly Oubre here because he should have at least 2.5-star trade value. Gonna snag D'Anthony Melton here because he's on a nice contract and still won't be 25 years old. And he's having a very underrated season in real life. Gonna snag Tre Mann here. Also looking for multi-year deal guys that I can move on draft night in 2022. So we take on Khem Birch. Anybody else here that's on a multi-year contract? Bertans? Yeah, screw it. Who's on the longest contract? Landry Shamet? Ugh, no, I actually hate the Landry Shamet. I hate it in real life and I don't like it now. I'll get Doug McDermott because I can also move him. And then we got, what, 2 more rounds, probably just going to go BPA here. Really, Reggie Bullock, yeah, I can move him on draft night, and I'm just going to draft somebody else that I don't really need to play in year one. I don't care if I don't, and I can move them on draft night. So that is going to be, is it going to be the minivan? It might be the minivan. No, it'll be Isaiah Todd just because he's young. Alright, so let's figure out the rotation. Murray, Mitchell, yeah, I guess because Cade's right there, Rangers are off, so we're chilling. Alright, so I don't really need to play Doug McDermott. I would like to play Melton. I don't need to play Ken Birch because I need to play Josh Giddey at least 20. Like, I want to give him and Cade 30 apiece. Like, Oubre can get 27. Bertans can get 20 for all I care. Rashawn Holmes can get 24. Let's make sure Mitchell gets 35. Murray can get 33. I got 28 minutes here. Melton can get about 15. I would like to play Şengün. I think I'm going to play him about 15 as well. Well, actually give him 16. And I'm going to give the final 10 minutes to Trey Mann. Because, like, Bullock, McDermott, two former Knicks, Birch, and maybe Todd are all going to get traded in the offseason under Tibbs' Warrior defense. We're 3 stars. I'm fine, actually perfectly fine, totally fine if we're bad this year because we have our first round picks. And I'm just trying to get as many 90s as possible, so I don't really have a preference if we win or not. Alright, so there goes my top 10 pick from our pick because we end up as the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, and Bede wins MVP on Philly. It is cool when star players go back to their teams or their original teams in the fantasy draft rebuilds. Jalen Green could have ended up as a Cav if the Rockets took Mobley, but yeah, he wins Rookie of the Year for the Cavs. Boogie, 6th Man of the Year for the Thunder. Alright. I'm surprised like Cade didn't win that. He didn't have a better season than him. Or like Josh Giddey, I don't know. But Giannis on the Pelicans, he gets Depoy. Jackson Hayes on the Suns, most improved. And we get Coach of the Year with Tibbs as the 3 seed. You don't normally see that in 2K. We won 49 games, but we take home Coach of the Year. I am cool with that. We got Cade on our rookie first team. We'll go over like all his numbers in a second. He'll have to be in the starting 5 next year, 100%. Which means Murray to the bench. I don't know, but Giddey, ooh, not very good. Okay, so we have the Indiana Pacers in round 1. These stats aren't important. Now, I would like to win a championship in this video as Donovan Spida Mitchell. How does he not get an All-NBA team? Like, I think I'm cursed against 2K where I just won't get any All-NBAs because he was an All-Star this year and he averaged this on the team that had the Coach of the Year but no All-NBA team. You're kidding me. I don't really get that. Or DeJounte Murray had a pretty solid year. Kelly Oubre, not too bad. Now, I don't think I messed up any of these contracts at all. Like, I believe everybody will pretty much be under contract throughout the draft. Yeah, actually, everybody will be, which is very nice. So can we beat the Indiana Pacers, who have a team of John Wall, Eric Gordon, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle? Okay, it's a nice 1-2 punch right there. Giles, Dave Porter Jr., Royce O'Neal, Obi Toppin, Namaja Bjelica, and Onyeka Okongwu. They have a good bench as well, so there's a chance they could beat us, and I'd be okay with that. And I didn't want to get... We're down 3-0, and we lose in 6. 2K, absolutely... The sim is broke. I mean, it's fantasy draft, so you know what? I'm not saying that we were that much better than them. We really weren't. It just sucks that we were the 3 seed. I don't know how many games we won over the Pacers. 6 games. And they go up 3-0 on us. Like, what? We ended up losing game 1 by 11, game 2 by 10, game 3 by 16. So it wasn't particularly close. And the Houston Rockets win it all with Anthony Davis as your finals MVP. They also had De'Aaron Fox. How did they get Fox and AD there? Well, I guess, yeah, Fox fell in the second round. That makes sense. Rozier, that's nice. And they also got Pat Will. And then they ended up beating the Bucks, who had Ben Simmons and LeBron. Shout out to the Clutch. This was like the Clutch finals with them two and AD. They had Wagner, Poole, DiVincenzo, Time Ward, Oshawa, Gasol. So a lot of complimentary pieces around LeBron. So it is draft lottery time, and I might have forgotten to revert to everyone's old picks. So we are going to get some Mavericks and possible Hornets picks throughout this. So we have 24 and 26, and that second one is via Charlotte. So we're good with our pretty much our coaching staff, but we can hire maybe a big man coach, in which we hire Bobby Blackman, who did not have very good ratings. So it is the 2022 draft where this is where we're going to get started. I have, I think, 3 potential 90 overalls, like 1 definite, 2 potential. I would say Cade's close to a definite by the end of this video. Murray, though, I would have to really give him the starting reins, and I don't know if I'm going to do that with Cade here. I don't think I'm going to trade him, though, by any means right now, because I could trade him next offseason. I'm going to look at the guys that are specifically under 1-year deals, like Oubre. Bullock as a team option, but I wouldn't be opposed, so we'll look at what I can get for them. Kyle Lowry. Okay. Let me also throw in my 26th pick so we can get Kyle Lowry. He will not end up as a 90 overall, so I'm going to pass on him. So anybody that I can definitely be a 90 or close to it, I will take a look at. Not very good options at the moment. So I'm going to actually trade Kelly Oubre 26 and 24 for Svi Mikhailiuk, who probably won't play for us, and a 2023 Phoenix Suns unprotected pick, which has some great value. Now, I don't know if the Suns are good, but they got Booker. Reverting to their player. It's like, yeah, it's not that good. And what pick do they have in this draft? The Suns, they have pick 5. So they might have had actually the first best odds. So you know what? We're going to accept this trade. It's a little bit risky, but I like some risk in my life, you know? I'm not too risk averse. So let's see what we can get from Mikhailiuk, Reggie Bullock, and Khem Birch. And I like this trade here from the Thunder, which I'm getting back Kelly Oubre, but I'm also picking up pick 10. Had to throw a second in there as well. So I'm going to move Kelly Oubre and Davis Bertans here for Daniel Gafford and Andrzej Spacek. I always butcher his name, so that's how I say it. I apologize, but we're going to clear up a lot of cap space with this trade if we want to make a play in free agency. And the final trade is going to be Doug McDermott and DeAnthony Melton for pick 11. So we have picks 10 and 11 in this draft. Let's see what we take. All right, so we have 2 new rookies on the team, as my 10th overall pick was Nikola Jovic. My 11th pick was Jaden Ivey. You may know him from the Charlotte Hornets franchise. And then we got Boyd Hayward there at pick 56. I'm going to sign all 3 of them. We have no team player options. Obviously, qualifying offers, none. So I think we have cap space. I don't think enough to get Harden. Oh, geez, we only have 14 mil. A lot less than I expected. I mean, I could move Holmes, and that's fine by me. And I feel like I should try to get a top guy here in free agency. So if I were to move potentially, I should have moved maybe like Pashnix and Trey Mann. I didn't really need them on my team. I mean, they're under team control, so I can't move them on draft night next year. So I'll probably move them next year, but I think I'm gonna move Pashnix actually now. And Rashawn Holmes, let's see what I can get. I don't know, like Tyrese Maxey. Ooh, I would actually kind of like that. Nerlens Noel, not really much of a salary dump, but Maxey is for a salary dump, so that's why I may want to do that. Brogdon, it's a good player. I gotta realize, I'm trying to get 90 overalls, and I don't really have a lot right now. So that's why I'm trying to sign 1. Now, I can get Jackson Hayes and Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard, like, yeah, I'm saving about 6 mil with this trade, which isn't great. Kenyon Martin Jr. in a first-round pick, that could be my best option. Cam Reddish, but he's a free agent next year. I don't really want to go after any of those guys. So I think I'm going to do this trade, getting Tyrese Maxey, and then I'm going to flip Derek Favors. All right, so I think I'm going to still do this trade for Cameron Reddish just because he will be a restricted free agent. I can give him like 16 mil and match him with other guys. So with this trade, we are going to clear up about $6 million with the Timberwolves right there. So how much do I have in free agency? I have about 21 million. Oh, my math was definitely off before. I didn't clear up much money right there. But I guess I was right. I cleared up about 7 mil because Reddish is making a decent amount. That sucks that this team right here can't get a max guy. I mean, how much am I off of Beal? 14 mil. That's like moving DeJounte Murray. I'm 12. I feel like I gotta get a stud. So I might wait a little bit. We do have a trade exception, so I don't want to like clear that up at all because we could use that down the line. And all the top guys go, wow. Okay, at least nobody signed with the Suns. I don't remember if I even did that trade. Yikes. So I think I'm going to go after DiVincenzo. Yeah, just lock him up on a 3-year deal. He'll have good trade value, and I could flip him eventually. Let's just hope we sign him. Boom, there we go. Now, I can guarantee myself a 90 overall with this trade right here. Dante, Reddish, and the Suns swap worst. I don't really want to do a swap. Like, would you do this straight up? No. Would you also do it for this Mavericks top 10 protected first next year? No, that's fine. I do have a bunch of second-round picks, so I'll offer you 2 more in there. And I will give you, I don't really have I guess I'll give you Cam Thomas. Please do that. Are you kidding me? Really? I'll give you my 2026 first-round pick. So difficult, right? Will I give you Trey Mann? What about if I do Trey Mann instead of Cam Thomas? Okay, thank you. So we just get Bam Adebayo on the team, which is pretty sweet. That's another guaranteed 90. I don't think I'm going to make any more moves right now. Let's just go to player progression. Just kidding. I do want to see... We do have like a mid-level exception. I'm going to use it eventually. I also wanted to see on the last day if I can sign like... Yeah, no, I can't use all my contracts right here. So let's see if we can snag... I don't know, like Kyle Anderson, probably not. Ibaka wants a decent amount. Like, if Ibaka doesn't even take that, let me just use my mid-level exception before it goes to waste. So, DeMond Wright, are you probably the highest overall? Ochai Agbaji, he's young. Draymond or Danny Green, I will pass on that. So, I think I'm going to just do DeLon Wright. think he'll just be 2 stars. I'm going to give him a 2-year contract, and boom, there we go. So I feel like I should use that Kelly Oubre trade exception, as Donovan Mitchell is an 89, so he barely goes up. But Cade, yeah, it's a guaranteed 90 right there. So if I wanted to use that trade exception, I don't know. Like, I really don't know what to do. If I threw up maybe Cam Thomas and DeLon Wright, should be able to take 10 more mil back, right? I don't know. It's weird with the trade. Okay, so that's where the trade exception would come in if I want Marcus Morris. I don't really want Marcus Morris. This isn't a bad trade because they get Nasri, who's kind of good, and he will have a restricted free agent contract, which I can give him a decent amount next year. And Doug McDermott, who I can move on draft night, which may be better in the long term. I do like Moses Brown because I believe Moses Brown, Kuzma's got 1 year left. I don't know. I feel like I should do this right now and use the trade exception. I feel like I really should. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it on this one. DeLon Wright and Cameron Thomas for Jamiah Robinson Earl and Derek White. So I couldn't let that trade exception go to waste. So if I X2K to come up with the team, it's going to be a triple D right there, but Daniel House will not be playing the 3. I might as well just play like Cade there. I mean, he's tall enough. I don't think it's going to work out. I hope it doesn't stop his development. So let me just do it like that then. Yeah, Nikola Jovic, you were starting. I don't plan on being great this year. Actually, no, this team should be pretty good. So we'll probably go with 10-man rotation. I'm sorry, Strangoon, Jaden Ivey, etc. Because I would like to play all these guys at least. Derek White, probably going to get traded in the offseason regardless. So it looks something like that. I would like to win a championship along the way. We're 4-star defense. That's really good. Just everybody but Jovic is a great fit. Interesting. All right, so I'll see you guys at the end of the season, and we're going to have a big 2023 off season because right now, we may have just 4 90s on the team, so not great. All right, so we end this season as the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. LaMelo Ball takes home the MVP award. He averaged 27 and 10 on the Dallas Mavericks. Chet wins Rookie of the Year. Precious Achiuwa is your 6th Man of the Year. Giannis Depoy again, and Davion Mitchell, most improved on Minnesota. Here are your All-NBA first teams. Nobody on really their original teams, but that's what the fantasy draft is supposed to do. You do still have Joel Embiid on the 76ers. Hey, we get a Nick. It's Bam Adebayo. Okay, he averaged 6 assists over steal and block. That's really good. And he also gets all defensive second team. And then we get Nikola Jovic on our rookie first team. He was pretty good. But yeah, I also gave DeJounte Murray a contract extension. He'll be paid a decent amount, because we weren't really going to have cap space for the rest of this video because of the Bam and Mitchell signings. So right now, we have 4 90s. I need more than that. So what my thought philosophy is here, I'm going to have to, I don't really know. That's why I should have got Chet in the draft, because I think I'm going to have to try to move Mitchell or Bam or Murray and get 2 guys for them that can also be 90 overalls and try to turn 190 overall into 2. So we are taking on the Washington Wizards in the first round. Here are the the player stats from the 2023 season. Mitchell led us in scoring. Cade had a very good sophomore year. Very good, playing as the 2. There's Murray, who had 6.5 rebounds and 6.5 assists. And I like this team a lot. I think it's really good, and I still have great trade assets that I don't even get to play in Jaden Ivey, Jamiah Robinson Earl, and Alperen Sengun. We should probably look to move in the off-season. As we got the Washington Wizards, they got Shea, Beasley, Sabonis, Wiseman, Nasir Little, Caleb Houston, Furky, Terrence Ross, Batum. Should beat them right, but we are 1 seed, so hey, we do win now. We beat them in 5, and now we have the Cleveland Cavaliers as, oh my god, Mitchell, Bam, Murray all went off in those 5 games. The Cavs have Steph and Jalen Green, Warren Clark, Noel Bridges, Zeller, Ingles, Nance, Lopez. That's a good team. I think they could beat us. Can we sweep them? So Donovan Mitchell led us in scoring in that series at 26.7 points. Bam, 23 points, 7.5 rebounds, 6 assists. He was a stud. Now we have the Brooklyn Nets, so a battle of New York here in the conference finals. They have Lonzo, Tatum, KP. All right, we'll see if we can beat them. And we win in 6, and we have the Knicks and Mavericks here in the 2023 NBA Finals. We're going up against the reigning MVP, LaMelo Ball. Can we beat them? Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Game 3, we win. All right, nice. Let's go. We sweep them. We kind of dominate those playoffs. Nets were closest to beating us in 6 games. Never had a series go to 7. Bam, we traded for a Finals MVP last year. I'm glad I did it. And there goes LeBron. He is retiring. Chris Paul as well. Both headed to the Hall of Fame, so we don't really need to approve any of these. Draft lottery, I remember I had that Suns pick. Hey, let's go. So it's working out. It's there at 3. So we are going to get a top 10 pick nonetheless. What just happened there? So we just got to redo it. I'm not going to skip it because I usually have bad luck with that, so we're going to watch this happen. Alright, so we could fall to any one of these picks. We're projected pick 6. That would kind of suck. Yeah, we fall from 3 to 6. But, guess you'd expect that to happen. We also have our pick at 30 as well. But yeah, that trade from last year worked out. Took a gamble on it. And I like it. Okay, so this is where I gotta make some big moves. Because we could land like Bates, Beniyama, somebody like that. Which I wouldn't be opposed to. And I think we should keep that pick. I just gotta probably move up. Which is gonna involve like Jaden Ivey or Derek White. I actually wouldn't mind that. It can get me up to pick 4 in McDermott. It can get me up to pick 5 in a future first. I'm talking about like 2 is basically the highest or the lowest I want to be at. So let's find out who has pick 2. It is the Toronto Raptors. I don't even think they would accept this, and like I would be silly to think that I can get a player in return. Yeah, what about if I just offer Derek White in 6 for that? They don't say yes, but I have 30 and I have 60, and they say yes to that. So I'm going to either take Amani Bates or Victor Wembanyama, and we are just going to go from there. Let me take Bates. Okay, I actually kind of wanted Amani Bates here. So we are going to be taking him with the 2nd overall pick in the draft. All right, yeah, he's an 81 overall, the only 80. That's what I need. So we're going to sign him right there. He's like has a chance to be a 90 overall. Probably going to have like 2 more years of this. But I think I still need to maybe make like a big trade. Now, if I look at Mitchell, could I trade him for 2 potential 90 overalls? There's 1, but not 2. No, that's not really what I need. It's going to be tough to really get what I want. Like, Anunoby, no shot I can get him to a 90 overall. So, this one is tempting now. Because Levine is the same overall in this, but Capella is 7 overalls higher than Daniel Gafford. I think I would be very silly not to do this trade. Let me just see if I can find anything better if I included, like, a Şengün in this. Okay, so I don't know, I threw in like Şengün and Robinson Earl, not really finding a lot. What about if I throw in Şengün and Maxey? Okay, there's a good one. Is that more guaranteed? I don't know if Sabonis would get there. And Sabonis isn't making a lot of money, but I can pay him next year. That's not a bad one though, because Shea's even a higher overall than Donovan Mitchell. So let's see if I can get this done without Maxey. Like, what are the odds? Trade exception. No. Okay, that's fine. Like, I just don't want to include Maxey at the moment. I would give you JRE. Probably say no to that, and I'm not surprised. And I will also give you Jaden Ivey. What about Jaden Ivey instead? No. And I give you JRE. If we have to do this with Maxey, we have to do it with Maxey. It's not the end of the world. And I'll give you this. I don't really have many future first. 27 in first round pick. Boom! There we go. We get to keep Maxey, who has pretty good trade value. So now we have Shea, Cunningham, Bam, Murray, Sabonis. That's 5 potential 90 overalls. Now, I will try the same thing with Bam. If I can get 2 potential 90 overalls for him as well. That might be a little bit more tough, especially because we don't really have as much depth as I just moved a bunch of guys. Yeah, I don't think any of those trades would really help in the long term. What about Gafford and Bam? Not really seeing much here. Allen and... No, that would not work out. Randall and Okongwu, no. Alright, not seeing anything specifically there, which is fine. I just want to see who's a free agent next offseason for us. Because eventually we're going to have to worry about the hard cap. So Maxey and Sabonis are... Like, Sabonis I would love to get a contract extension done, but Sabonis he's 27, so there's no reason for him to progress. But 2K, it's very tough to progress players this year. And like Haliburton, I feel like is a shoo-in to be a 90. Would I do this though? I don't know. I would actually do Sabonis for Haliburton straight up if I could, but I don't really think I'm going to find anything. Like, Randall, I don't want to give up Maxey though. I know Maxey's not going to be 90 overall, but he's just like a good trade asset to have. Is there any realm where I could do a Randall for Sabonis swap? Please? Come on. They would want Maxey, and I don't really want Isaiah Jackson. I would just give you a shit ton of second round picks. Would you do that? They really want Maxey. I mean, I could just sign somebody in free agency. I don't really want to give up multiple guys at the moment because, like I said, we're eventually going to run into some depth issues. So we can sign, like, Reggie Jackson. We can sign Harrison Barnes. Yeah, let me do that. Like, I can include him in a trade. So we're going to do that. We also have an $8 million trade exception, which is very nice. So let's revisit the trade finder here with Sabonis, and let's throw in Barnes at the moment. And I can get Haliburton. I think I could end up doing that. I would like to get Randall. Like, Middleton's better, but Middleton's 31, so he's on that end of the spectrum where I don't think he would end up being Oh, that might be the guy. Jaren Jackson Jr. And I get a first round pick in that trade. That could be a steal. I'm sure Collins as well. I do get offered Randall. Randall's what, 28 out of 88, and Jaren Jackson Jr. is 20 or 23, 5 years younger and only 1 overall less. So I'm gonna do this trade. Thank you very much. So I don't really think I can sign anybody else, which is a little bit unfortunate. So let's just go here to player progression. So if we take a look at player progression, yeah, Cade's already a 93 overall, and he was my second round pick. Shea's a 91. Jaren Jackson Jr. says he's an 89 in the top right. Murray's an 88. Bam's an 88. Like, there's a chance I get 5 at the end of the year. I think we gotta play Giddey a decent amount of minutes. Like, now that Cade's a 92, he might come off the bench. I'm gonna try to give Giddey a bunch of minutes. Like, I don't think any... I mean, I should start Bates, right? Like, I really should. So if I had to come up with the rotation that I want to see, I think, yeah, I want to start Giddey. I even might start Murray, just because these guys are probably not going to regress. I'm going to give them still a lot of minutes. So, Bam, Jaren Jackson Jr., 32 apiece. We can go 30 to Bates. I would like to go, yeah, I guess like 28 to the front, or excuse me, the backcourt. And then we got Maxey, Gafford. I mean, it's no minutes to Jovic at all. I mean... maybe Jovic gets a big jump, so I should play him over Gafford. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I think all 5, like, all of these guys have potential. We can get 790s. I think if I can snag that 8th out of, like, these 3, like, 1 more and get an 8th, I'd be happy. So we have 2 more off-seasons to really deal with it. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and we'll see what we come up with. Another year, another time, we are a 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, but really the main thing we need to take a look at is shout out to Melo, though, for that incredible season. We go 64 and 18, 1 seed. But as I was saying, and I'm probably going to get interrupted again here, so let me just finish this first before I keep talking over myself, is Triple J and Bam, the front court, getting that all defensive first team. And yeah, the thing I do want to check is how many 90 overalls do we have. Amani Bates was a stud, and I saw that Jaren Jackson Jr. is a 90. So right now we have 4. Murray is very close. If I move him to a shooting guard, he actually goes down. Great. Bam doesn't change. I miss that so much when you can able to move the power forward and then go up 5 overall. So yeah, those 5 are close. Bam, I'm a little worried about because he was like an 88 overall when I traded for him. And if I take a look at his progression, yeah, it is flatlined at an 88. So I'm a little nervous. I don't know. So we'll figure it out, though. We are the 1 seed here in the Eastern Conference. We could see that probably, I don't know who else in scoring. Yeah, it was Amani Bates because Shea and Cade, who are both like 93 overalls, came off the bench for us. And then it was Triple J. We got Murray up there. Bam Adebayo as well. Can we win back-to-back finals? I'm thinking we were going to go 16-0 in the playoffs. Okay, just kidding. Can we go 16? Oh my God, we almost lost to the 76ers. And we beat the Jazz in 6s. Bam gets another Finals MVP. They have Zion, Franz, Russ, Kuzma. Damn, that team's not very good, and it went to the conference finals. And then the 76ers, yeah, Halliburton, Embiid, Ty Washington, Ty Washington, I guess. Russell, Holmes, Zubac. Like, that team, very good, and we beat them in the conference finals. All right, so we got Dwight Howard going to the Hall of Fame. Kyle Lowry did not make it to the Hall. And we just skipped over the lottery. We don't really have much. We have the Hawks pick at 23 and our pick at 30. It would have been nice if that Hawks pick was in the lottery. We do need to sign Tom Tibbs back. I didn't check to see if he retired, which is always a... Was that Russell Westbrook? Who is that? Oh, no. Brian Westbrook? No, Boyd Westbrook. And yeah, let's bring back Tibbs on a 4-year contract. There we go. So it is draft night, and I really don't know what to do. I wouldn't mind moving Gafford in these 2 picks to see if I can get somebody a little bit better. Nurkic and Time Lord. I could use those assets. Oh, Anderson and Dinwiddie. I'm getting some good offers here that I like a lot. I don't think anything beats that original deal that I mentioned. Yeah, Nurkic and Robert Williams. We do have to give up another first-round pick, but that's fine. I'm just trying to get another 90 overall on the team. So we have Cade, Giddey, and Jovic to pick up their options. I know that Maxey will be a restricted free agent. I'm going to pay him a lot of money. So I can't really flip Robert Williams and Nurkic for a 90 overall. So this is where maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't know if, like, Maxey will come into play here or Josh Giddey. Because Giddey, I don't think is going to get there. He's good, but I don't think he's going to get there. He will be 3.5 star trade value, so I should capitalize on that. What about if I did Giddey? What about if I did Giddey and Bam in the trade finder? Will that give me something great? And honestly, I could look to include Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as well, but I don't think I'm... Oh! Yeah, I might have to do that because Levine is close. Levine pisses me off, though, because I feel like he's going to be an 89 overall. That is a good one because that is guaranteed 290s basically, or very close to it. And I don't know if Giddey's going to get there, and I don't want to wait around for him. So I think I'm actually going to do this trade. Shea, I mean, do I have to include Shea? Probably. Like, could I do DeJounte Murray instead? The Knicks would acquire 2.7. That's fine. I would give you Nurkic also. Like, I think I would do this trade and not hesitate. They don't say yes. I'm running out of picks here. I'll give you 2 seconds, but that's all I'll do. If not, we'll just do the Shea trade. Okay, I am fine with the Shea trade. So yeah, we're going to do Giddey and Shea in a second for LaVine and Suggs. I think Suggs can get there like right away. So let's just make sure Maxey doesn't take a deal. I'm going to pay him like 21 mil a year, probably more. Just because then I can match him up with other guys, especially if he's like 3.5 stars. Like, that would be a bet. So I'm going to give him like 25 mil a year before we're under that hard cap. And he didn't accept that after the first day? What? LaVine scares me. I don't know. Like, I feel like he's just going to get that Bam treatment and never go up. So I may just trade him for Garland, who's already in 90 overall. Yeah, that just seems like the safe play here. So let me just do that really quickly. And we get a first round pick out of it. Nice. Now, is there a center out there that I can get straight up for Bam? That's a 90 overall. I can get LaVine. Okay, that's tempting. I can get Gobert, but he's 32. That scares me. And when I have Bam up here, he's an 87. Randall, I mean, I would do that straight up, possibly. But Randall's 29, and I get scared with that once they hit 30. So the most tempting offer probably is this LaVine one. What's, like, the hold up with this straight up? No. What about if I give you that first round pick I just got from the Garland trade? No. I don't really want to eat into my depth at all for that. And if I do Bam and Nurkic, I could get LaVine and Vincent, that guy. Is that smart? Because it would be nice if Bam could just hit that 90 overall, but I don't know if he will be able to. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do, because I'm at a huge crossroads right now, and I don't know if I really want to include Emoni Bates, unless this gets me 2 high guys, which is Banchero and Hero. Like, Michael Porter Jr. is a guaranteed 90 right there. That's tempting, man. That's really tempting. So I could maybe get Michael Porter Jr. without throwing in Bates. Like, there's a chance. So I'm 10 mil off. That is fine. Like, what about if I throw in, do you like Williams or Nurkic more? Do you like, all right, they like Nurkic more. What about if I do that and I throw in Nikola Jovic? I think I would do that. That's 3 guys that probably won't hit 90 for me by the time this video ends for a 90 right now. Ugh, they say no. I'll throw in this first. They still say no. I'll throw in one more first, but that's all I can do. Okay, so that's another 90 on the team. At this moment, we only have 3 90s. Jaren Jackson Jr. So, like, there's a chance we have 7. Our depth is depleted. Alright, so I don't think I'm going to make any more moves. I just don't think it's smart. I'm going to sign Ty Jerome to a 2-year deal just because I'll probably throw him in a trade. We do have a $9 million trade option, so maybe I'll make another trade. I don't know. So yeah, we have, after player progression, 4 90s. Oh, Murray's an, oh my god, Murray and Bam are pissing me off, man. They're pissing me off. So if I look at making, like, I don't know, Bam is, like I said, kind of pissing me off right now because he's an 87. Like, I don't want to do this. Maybe I do this? I don't know. Like, I want someone that's going to be a 90, and none of these centers are showing any bit promise to hitting a 90 overall. Yeah, like, Gobert has dropped from an 89 to an 87, so I'm glad I avoided that. Barrett, do I do this? I might do that. I'm not going to have any centers next year, but I don't trust Bam at all, so I'm going to actually do this trade. I get Harrison Barnes out of it. I give up Ty Jerome. And then I'm going to look at DeJounte Murray deals. It sucks that Jamal Murray doesn't really progress that much better. Randall? Is that my best chance? I don't know. I'm at a huge crossroads right now with what to do. So let me just figure out the rotation. I guess Murray or Cunningham, Suggs, Porter Jr., Jackson Jr. Why is he progressing? Why? You got Garland, Barrett off the bench, Murray, Bates. That's all I need to play. That's really all I need to play. Bates, I gotta get more minutes. So, like, I don't really need to give Cade that many. Suggs and Porter Jr. don't need that many. Definitely Robert Williams, who I know is not hitting a 90 overall, doesn't need that many. So I'm going to go 30 there. Let's go 20 there. Yeah, something like that. Says the proficiency under Tibbs is 4 stars. I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and let's just hope we progress. I got one more off season and then the end of next year in me. So let's see what we can do. I trade Shea away, and he wins MVP for the Golden State Warriors. And they dominated, too. They were up 65-17. Kerr got Coach of the Year. So we go through all that. I think I saw Bam on all defensive second team. No, yeah, I traded away Bam. I did see somebody else, I think, on all defensive second team. Now I'm curious. So it was Jaren Jackson Jr. is who I saw. We take a look at our roster. Oh my goodness! What is going on with Porter Jr. and RJ Barrett? Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. And Cade and Suggs are free agents, so we might be in trouble this offseason. And Bates didn't go up. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't really game plan for this very well. Nobody would re-sign with me at the deadline. So I am nervous for Cade. Oh my god, we have a couple free agents. It's Cade. It's really just Cade and Suggs. Ah, jeez. Okay. All right. A little nervous, not gonna lie. We'll see what happens at player progression. I want to get the hell off of, like, who is it? DeJounte Murray. He's a 90 though. It says he's a 90. All right. I just don't know why they regressed. So can we win our third straight championship? I feel like we're on a collision course with Golden State right now. And I do want to see the roster. Oh, we lose in 7 to Chicago. Scotty Barnes is a superstar. They got Treyman, okay, former Nick, Wembanyama, Herter, DiVincenzo, Reddish. Wow, couple mid-2018 first-round picks. And then who's on this Golden State Warriors team that's like stacked? Gilgeous and Giddey, former Warriors Thunder backcourt. Capella, Williams, Bagley, Zubac, Drummond. That's a good team. And I think we're a lot better, and I can't believe we didn't even make it to the finals. Shai Gilgeous, former Nick, is your finals MVP. So I'm nervous, like I mentioned. I'm very nervous. And I don't have any draft picks. So, like, yeah, Charlotte has my pick at 29. So we're just going to skip to team player options where we're going to pick up Bates. And can I rely on Bates going up 4 overalls in 1 year? Probably not. Suggs and Cunningham take the qualifying offers. I'm very nervous about that. You know what? What I could do is offer them a deal right now. Oh, I can sign Cunningham. Great. I actually think we're going to be fine with them. And then I think, like, if I sign them, like, they'll just come back on the qualifying offer, which is all I want. So, boom, we get those guys. Let's just wait it out. And I think they come back on the QL. Like, eventually it's going to happen. Let's see. Please. Yeah, they come back on the qualifying offer. There we go. So that's actually kind of a way to finesse it. Since we're in our last year, I was willing to do that. Do we have a mid-level exception to use on anybody? Probably, yeah. Jordan Clarkson, Josh Jackson, and he's 28, so I'm going to pick him up. He could be included in a trade. We still have that Zach LaVine trade exception. Okay, so they last for like one offseason than the other. I knew they were 1 year, but I didn't know how 2K was going to counterize it. So we got to figure out what the hell's going on right here. Bates, like Williams, and like, if I can get a 90 overall for those guys, I'd be happy. And I feel like I should take it. I feel like I should take it unless I get a better offer, which I don't think I'm getting any 2 like 88s. I don't think so. Yeah, that's a good deal. But I think I'm going to do Halliburton and Gijani Wright for Jackson, Williams, and Bates just because it's a 90 right now. So at this current moment, we have 4 90s. I don't know what's going on there or there because he said it was a 90. We could end up with 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not great. 8's alright, but it's a lot harder in 2K22. I could trade. Okay, so with the morale boost, I'm going to wait till after player progression to make any other moves. So let's go there to player progression, in which we have 5 90s now because Porter Jr. went back up. Jackson, okay, I'm not going to end with 88s or 89. So I'm going to look at trades for all 3 of these guys now. So let me go to the Hoop Summit, and yeah, like I'm not risking it where I get 3 89 overalls and I end up with 5 instead of 8. So I'm not having that. Yeah, like they're regressing already. So let me figure out what the hell to do. And Jaren Jackson Jr. pissing me off. Why? Why are you, like, how are you not a 90 plus? And I'm not going to get even an offer for you. Like, how many even 90s are there in the league that are, like, tradable that aren't on our team? So I really don't think I can get most of these players. Like, maybe AD? Aiden? Alright, like, there's not that many 90s. There really isn't. I mean, just because he's a lot older, could I move Jaren Jackson Jr. for Anthony Davis? I would be a fan of that. I don't know if he has a no-trade clause. And, oh, I'm 20 mil off. Okay, never mind. What about if I throw in... Probably can't even do that. Yeah, 12 mil off. It just doesn't help that he's making $40 million. So what I'm going to do is just advance to the next season because they will all get good playing time. Porter Jr. is just probably mad that he's not starting. But okay, so he's a 91. We're going to have... God, what do I do here? I guess Jaren Jackson Jr. started at the 5. That better not stump his development. We'll have Porter Jr. at the 4 and we'll start RJ Barrett. But I'm not done yet. I got to figure out, like, what the hell I need to do with this team, man. I really don't know at all. I'm nervous. I'm just nervous because I want to get... I'm going to do an 8-man rotation. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay. But let me see I don't know. I'm actually going to simulate to the trade deadline before I make any, like, irrational decisions right now. All right, so it is January 13th, and what's going on with the morale? Porter Jr., you're scaring me. Right now, though, we have everyone's at 90 overall. All right, so everybody's happy but Porter Jr. I don't know why Porter Jr. just doesn't like it here. So if I can get him for a guaranteed 90, I think I'm going to take it. I just don't know what. I have 2 first-round picks I can also include. I'll throw in 1, and I'll throw in Kijani Wright, who's 3-star trade value. Come on, there's got to be a 90. Hardy could be a 90. Mitchell Wright, do I do that? Bring him back full circle? My first-round pick? I feel like I should. Did I miss a trade? No, we went through all of them. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to pick up Donovan Mitchell. I don't know, though, because Jaden Hardy is 22. And I don't know. I feel like he's just going to keep progressing. While Mitchell might have plateaued at 29 and he could end up as an 89. So, you know, I'm going to do this trade. We also get Saddiq Bey. Sure. So I really need Jaden Hardy to start. I could move Saddiq Bey. You know, I'm just going to let 2K come up with it, but I just can't play Cousins. It's silly. I know I just have so many guards on the team, but RJ Barrett's going to play power forward. Oh, this is so stupid. Hardy, you're going to start because I need you to. I mean, I don't know. Saddiq Bey is just going to be, like, wasted away from having accidentally on the team if I don't know. He's an 86 overall. 0 shot he gets to a 90, but we could try to do something here. Oh, Saddiq Bey is making $22 million a year. There could be somebody that comes up that's like an 89. Like G. Montero. Alright, did I maybe sneak myself into a way of getting a 90 overall? I mean, what are the odds Montero goes up 3 overalls? But you know what we could do is trade for him and then see what we can get for him on the trade finder. And this is probably my last chance if I don't find anything that good, and I don't think I'm going to. So, yeah, in like a perfect world, I traded for Allen and then moved to power forward, but it's not like that anymore. So, we are just going to, I guess, give a little bit less minutes to like Garland, who we know is going to stay there. We can also do the same with Cade and Suggs, who we know are going to stay there. And just give a crap ton to Murray, and then we'll give Montero like 16 minutes a night. He's an 88 with the morale boost. Who knows? Maybe he'll get you an 90 overall at the end of the year. That is going to be for me now. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. When we end up getting 9 90s, that'd be something else. So we end the season as the 1 seed. And when I was looking at just like contract extensions, messing around, RJ Barrett was not happy. And I guess it's because he's playing power forward, and I should have just put Cade there because no way Cade would regress that far down. So what did we end up with? Please don't tell me you're pissed, RJ. Oh my goodness. I messed up on that. I should have traded RJ for a power forward. Oh man, and Halliburton goes down. So at the end of this, I'm going to go to the finals. We're going to go to the finals. And once that's done, maybe we get... Oh my god, we're going to lose. I was like, alright, let me just do this real quick. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see. And we lose in round 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, 2K to say, like, screw me over one more time. And I think they're going to screw me over a little bit here with the... I should have turned the morales off. Should have turned it off. Because we end up with just 5. Oh my goodness. I mean, we should have ended up with 8. We should have. Like, I didn't really have high hopes for Montero. But, like, Murray was a 90. Goes down to an 89. Halliburton goes down 3 overall spots. And so does Barrett. Oh, man. Not great. It's hard. 2K22 is tough with this. I think the days where I was able to get 12, like 11, they're over. Where I was setting those records last year and the 2K before. So it's very tough in 2K22. Let me know if you can do better than this down below. I think if you do like a normal rebuild with like normal rosters and not a fantasy draft with the OKC Thunder, it is most definitely possible to get double digits due to the amount of draft picks they have. So maybe I'll have to give it a shot with them in a little bit. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Drop a like if you guys do enjoy these challenge videos. Let me know what other challenge video you'd like to see down below. It's a nice change of pace from the realistic rebuild. So hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.